Good morning.
Good morning, boss.
So we had 2 cold days. Today it's supposed to be kind of nice, like
2 lazy days.
50s. Yeah. Well, cold equals lazy days.
It's supposed to be 58, I think, today.
So.
And then tomorrow's 31.
Yeah. So we're not working tomorrow. So we're out today.
We'll explain how we price prunings. When we get out to the job, we'll show you, and I'll kind of go through like what we do. We'll count the bushes and then figure out how much per bush, and then I block it off in different hours, like how long it would take me. I'll explain when we get there.
Yeah, so he just double checks himself, basically.
And this one's pretty overgrown too. And we already got this job, obviously, so.
Yeah, these are pretty overgrown though. So let's see what we can do, and we'll show you how we price it.
These are the bushes that we have to trim today. I'm pretty sure they're boxwoods, right? I'm almost 100%.
Okay.
So for this job, you can't, I guess you could count out individual bushes, right? Right?
Yeah.
But for this one, I kind of did it by hourly, how long it would take. So I sectioned it off. Like this whole section would take me about an hour. That section an hour. And then there's a big giant bush in the back, an hour, and then over here. So we bid this job on about 5 hours of work. And if we get it done earlier, that's good, but they're a lot more overgrown than I thought they would be, aren't they? I don't think these have been pruned in like 3 or 4 years.
Whose idea was this to throw this price out to them?
You did.
Yeah.
So what we did is we took 5 hours of time times our hourly rate. We already explained what that was. And these ones here, all we do is come in here and thin out the bottom and all these little things and just shape them up a little bit. I just like to have airflow. And these, we're not going to separate them. We're just going to make it a hedgerow since it's already so overgrown.
Yeah.
And if you look at the holly on the corner there, I don't even know if that's supposed to be there, but... So you can do it either way. You can come up with a price as far as like how long it would take you by hours, and we're only doing the foundation planting. So you can either block it out by hours or bushes. Like you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's about 20 of them.
Yeah, I thought that's what I counted, about 20.
There would be 20 of them. So those I would consider medium bushes. So if you were to price them, whatever you want to price per bush, you could say, let's just say if you said $15 a bush at medium. So what would that be? About 300. And these are tiny. I mean, you can only do like $5 for each bush, maybe even less than that. I mean, that's way smaller than what I would say small.
Yeah, so we did it by the bush and then we double checked it by hours.
Yeah.
So let's get to work and see if we can stay in our hours.
You know, when pruning these, if you notice, this one is a lot lower, more straggly. It might not get enough light or whatever, so it's the lowest part of the bush. You kind of want to, if you cut this to shape it so where it's dense, you're going to be really low, and then you're going to have to cut all them down. So what I'll do is I'll find a happy medium. I'll probably cut it down just a little bit lower than that, and then level it all the way across. And then we start shaping it. I kind of tend to probably take a lot longer on bushes than some people do. I like to make sure everything's perfect. Like if you notice, it sticks out just a little bit at the end there. So, and then when these are so overgrown like this, it's hard to get them. Like if you notice, I got to cut this back down more over here, but you start seeing a little bit of open spot in them. It'll fill back in. The problem with these ones is it grew so straggly that they didn't even have a chance to fill in. So now that we cut this down some and shape it, it'll now push new shoots off in the middle of the bush to fill it in a little bit more. And then, like I said, I like to clean out underneath, shape underneath too, and then the back side. So we'll go ahead and get finishing this. So I'll finish this part. It took me 30 minutes by the time we clean up, 45 minutes. If you notice at the end there, it sticks out just a little bit, but I'm not gonna cut it down because it's starting to get bare over here. Right here. I don't like it to be too bare. So what you do is you explain to the customer that's the best you can shape them for as overgrown as they were. I mean, you can cut them down lower, but we don't want these bushes any lower. And over time it will fill in, and as long as you tell them to prune this a couple times a year, it'll start getting more, everything will tighten up in there. So now all we gotta do is clean this section up and put it on the trailer, and then I'm gonna start this section here. How you making out, boss?
I guess okay. I think that these were just like,
They're just straggly. They don't really need too much. They just need to be cleaned out on the bottom and on the inside. They'll bush up again. I mean, what they really need to be healthier is a bed with some mulch. Same thing, it would help these two. I noticed this boxwood at the end here is kind of really loose in the soil. That might be the reason why it didn't grow as much as the rest of these. So, but we're not gonna do that. So we'll get to doing this one. So this one's done. Oh, I'm a little shaky. This one's done. I think I see a little stick up right there I gotta get, because I'm crazy like that. No, they're not azaleas. The rhododendrons, they don't get pruned back. If you notice, they have buds on them. You don't want to prune them back. So, not too bad. And then the boss is finishing up like after. So let me show you the one I'm about to do back here. Not much to this one. I'm just going to shape this up a little bit, make it look a little pretty. Then I have the one back over there. And then that's done for the bush. Like my strawberry shake?
did you get a bonus?
I was supposed to get a strawberry shake, but it looks like it's 90% vanilla.
Yeah.
But
we worked so hard today.
so we finished that pruning up. And we had, like we said, there's two ways we look at a pruning: by hourly, what it would take myself to do it hourly, and then by the number of bushes. You can also, usually when you have like large amount of bushes, like 50, 100 bushes, like a ton of them, you would want to do it by the bush, because it's kind of hard to figure out with all that going on hourly.
Yeah, how long cleanup is gonna take, and
so that job took us 2 hours and 40 minutes to do that. I estimated it would take 5 hours, but like I said, I estimate just me doing it, and Rachel helped me, so
yeah,
it would have taken me personally probably about 4 hours to do. Also, big tip for you, that's people pruning bushes and stuff, especially new guys doing it: make sure when it's warmer out, you look in the bushes, tap the bushes with a rake or something, because you'll start pruning them things and you'll hit a hornet, either a hornet's nest you can hit. Yellow jackets build beehives inside the boxwoods and stuff.
Yeah.
So just check everything, because I did it. I went and started pruning. This is back in the day, and hit a yellow jacket's nest. Got stung probably 3 or 4 times. Did the same thing. I was pruning a big old boxwood, and I seen all these black things flying around, and it was a hornet's nest.
Yeah.
And only one got me, thank goodness. But I ran a good half a football field away, and it came out of nowhere and just hit me right
They
in the chest.
follow you. It's crazy. But so yeah, so we're done, and hopefully that gives you guys some basics on, how to bid and price out pruning.
Yeah, and when you're doing
shaping,
when you're doing bushes, just do a couple jobs, price it how long you think it's going to take, and if it takes you the same amount, just figure out how long it took you, how many bushes were there, and the sizes, and figure out your numbers per bush if you want to do it that way.
Right.
I mean, either way works. We just do it both ways to double check and make sure we're not shorting ourselves. Right?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well,
Yeah. So thanks for watching.
please like, comment, and subscribe, and the boss would be really happy.
Yes.
Maybe I'll get my bonus.
Maybe we'll all be happy.